Hello there everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing the sixth part of the farm life series. So I can't believe that it's already got to this point where we're at the sixth part. To be honest, it doesn't seem that long ago that I started this series, but so yeah, I've just kind of left her here, and she's just got some really sad news. So actually her grandfather has died. She just got that come up, a call to say that he had died, and she's feeling really sad about it. In case you haven't watched my first episode, the backstory of the farm was that Octavia had been allowed to live in the farm by her grandparents. It used to be her grandparents' farm, and her job was kind of like going to be to get it back on the ground because they kind of just cleared it out and left just the building and stuff for her. So she is feeling quite sad about that because she was very close with her grandparents, and yeah, so she's probably going to be upset for like a couple of days, which yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I've got like any funeral mods or anything, so I can't really like do a funeral at the moment. I did used to have one, but it actually stopped working, so we're just going to fill all the bowls for the for the animals today because I've completely forgotten about it. And also Tina was looking quite dirty, but I don't know where she's gone. Oh, she's there. Tina was looking quite dirty, so we might give her a quick wash if we can just fill these bowls. I just want to make sure like all of them are filled. It's just so that they always have something to eat. I keep forgetting that they're here, and then I forget to feed them, and like I feel really bad about it. But yeah, she's feeling really down, so she's just gonna kind of try and like distract herself with her working. And one of the things that I wanted to try is she's actually gonna make some nectar today. So if you haven't seen my video that talks about the mods that I use in this game, then you should check it out. I'll put the link in the description. But I talked about this nectar making station where you can make what is basically wine, but it's not called wine obviously because the game is teen. It's just called nectar, and it has the same effects as wine basically. And I thought we could try and make some to sell, and maybe use the canning station, but I'm not sure yet. We'll just see. We'll see how things go. But Tina is very dirty, so she's probably going to need to have a bath upstairs. And did we get some... Oh, accidentally, that was a bit weird. It added this stuff to the inventory, but it wasn't there. Okay, people are still viewing this as front door, and I don't really know why, because I have no idea, but this is the actual house, and people can still come into the barn and use that door as the front door. Okay, so Tina is going to have her bath, and then once you've done that, I've actually got enough money to, I might just do it now. I've got enough money to start renovating the like living room area that we're going to have in here. I'm going to make it this room, so this is going to have like a seating area, I guess, because it's still off the grid. I don't think any of the TVs and stuff work off the grid, so they might not work. I'm sorry how long it takes to load into my buy menu. It just takes forever. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to use like a TV or anything, just because they don't work off the grid. I don't think any of them do. So even the CC ones, like, they wouldn't work off the grid, but we could put one there, but it's kind of a waste of money. We may as well just put like some sofas up for people to sit on if they come round. So I don't really know whether to use CC for this. I mean, I really prefer the CC items. This is a nice one. I really like this this one by Novas. It's actually a really nice one. But I do always like drift towards this one because it makes like a big corner sofa, and I actually really like that. So I'm gonna just put a door in. I forgot to put the door in, so I'm gonna put a door in. Maybe just a frame. I don't know. I might just do. We've got a bifold door on the kitchen. I might just do like another bifold door. I don't know. I don't. Or like just a glass door like that. No, I don't like that actually. On that room. Maybe like this ornate like arch is quite nice. It just opens the house up a little bit, but like I said, I want to kind of do it to be a nice sitting area for people to come in and sit down, and then like this area I'm probably going to have the staircase essentially going up, and maybe like a downstairs bathroom or something over there, but I'm not too sure yet because I haven't really thought it through all too much. I'm going to use the dark planks because I do actually really like the dark planks. They're probably my favourite like item of like for the walls. And I found this as well. It adds a picture rail. It's actually by Bramble Finch, but it adds a picture rail to the wall, and I really like that because it gives a more of a traditional look. Might go with like a green for this room. This room is a lot lighter than this room. This room has a lot of problems with lighting. This one has a lot of natural light, which is really nice. And oh, the plant that's coming through the wall. I might put like a sofa in the window. I don't know. I'm so indecisive when it comes to like deciding on like builds, and this is why I actually really wanted to start streaming like building and stuff, but I know that it's just going to be me faffing about for like, you know, the whole stream will just be me trying to decide where to place one thing, because it does take me genuinely like hours to decide where to put things. I just really like this sofa because it's a corner sofa. I think that it's so like it feels really homey, and this wooden coffee table is quite nice as well. So if you can hear that vibrating, it's just my phone, it keeps going off. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it on to silent before I started this. So yeah, I might put like a fireplace on this wall. I think there's a fireplace on the other side. There is, so I might do the same thing. I might bring it out the wall a bit and have another fireplace on this side, so like it's a big chimney, you know. And what style sort of fireplace should we go for? I don't know whether to do the same style. I don't know whether to go for like the traditional looking fireplace again. I think that's quite nice, and it's quite nice to have like some older features in the build, because the build is turning out to be, it's not modern, but it's not traditional. Like the kitchen is quite modern style, I just said, and yeah, I would like to have some original features in the house, like, because it would have been, you know, like an old sort of barn house, and but what am I saying, barn house? It would have been a farmhouse. I actually sometimes I listen to myself back talking and I'm just like, what on earth are you talking about? Like, I do say things that just don't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put down like a couple of shelves. Just want to make the room a little bit more. I need some things to do basically. I might get like a chess table and stuff if we ever have anyone round, which she hasn't actually really made any friends in the town yet. She hasn't really like been out, I suppose, to meet anybody at the moment. I have plans to, but like that's just something we haven't done yet. So maybe we'll get to that. I want to do the nectar. That's one of the things I really want to do. Probably this episode I want to start with the nectar, and I want to maybe sell some stuff at the market again. I don't know, but I'm worried. I'm still worried about that chicken coop fever. I don't want to get it again because for some reason you can't actually get orange juice if you're off the grid from the fridge. You can't, I don't know why, but it won't let me access it, so that's a little bit weird. But usually you can just get it from the fridge, and you can't because it's off the grid. So it's a bit irritating, the process of having to get orange juice to cure it, you know. Sorry, I am nearly done. I'm just gonna do it like, I'm not gonna do too much in terms of like the decorative side of it, and that's just because at the moment it's not like imperative that we have this sort of setup, but it's nice to think that we kind of we kind of can have somewhere to sit. Maybe put like a couple of these down in case people come in. I mean, nobody's actually ever come round yet. Nobody's like seen the house. So I'm just going to leave it like that for a bit, and then maybe do some more later on. But at least we've got like the makings of the first, like of the living room, and then we can start on the hallway. So I think she's still bathing Tina. She's very sad. Like I said, she's going to take her a while to get over this with her grandfather, because they were very close, and it's just such a loss for her, like to lose somebody like in your family like that is very difficult. So she needs to go and make herself something to eat. We'll have a salad. I don't know what her traits are. I keep forgetting. I just want to check she's not vegetarian, because I always make the same mistake, and I play a sim with no, she's not. I always play a sim with vegetarianism, and then I feed her meat, and I forget, and like it makes them sick. So this is a family tree, and I don't know if I showed you guys. So that is her grandfather Braden, who has died, and her grandmother's still alive. So hopefully it's just the grandfather for the time being, because she's really struggling at the moment. She was struggling anyway, just because it's kind of a lot to be running this on her own. The bills are really high for it, even though we haven't got like any electrical items. The bills are still really high, and so I think they were about 4,000. I don't know if that's classed as high, but the bills were high, I think, and she's trying her best, but like I think she's hit like a little bit of a bump, as in she's sort of struggling with the farm at the moment. So she's just standing there. That's a bit weird. Oh, that was weird. It's just glitched the there was like a cover over this, and it's just disappeared. I'll make a party size salad, and then that means like that she can have some for later. Oh, for goodness sake. Her mother, it does not stop calling her, and her mother, I understand, like, she misses her, but her mom is always calling her, and her father, and it's actually quite, like, annoying. Like, see, another one, it's actually quite annoying. It gets to the point where I'm just kind of like, can we not do this? But yeah, so she's making herself some salad, and it's taking forever. All we want to do is get on that nectar, but I don't know if we've actually got anything we can do the nectar with. I'm going to get some, I'm going to make, we can only do apple nectar so far, because we're not very like skilled in it. I need to harvest all of those plants as well. I've got so much to do, and the day's nearly over. It's already 4 p.m. She's got loads of stuff to do, but yeah, she's feeling a little bit stressed out, so I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I just realised, look at this. You can see a beautiful view from this window. You can see the sea. I keep forgetting this is like on the edge of the sea, but that was really beautiful. And also I'm kind of finding like things scattered about. Like there's like a random like precious metal there for no reason. That's just on the floor. And there was an element somewhere as well. I've seen an element on the floor somewhere, and I don't know why. Oh, there it is, look. There's just a random element there, and I don't know why it's there, but it is. I don't know who's put it there. It's a bit odd. Yeah, so let's see, we need to, oh, let's come back now. Look, you can see it again. It's like a fridge cupboard. Like it encloses the fridge, so we can put we put the salad in there, so she's got some for later on, and she's finished that, so we can actually go and get her to do some harvesting. Hopefully now she's kind of fulfilled her needs a little bit. So let's harvest all of the plantain, and I think there's some stuff in the greenhouses that needs to be harvested as well, so she can get on with that. She's feeling a little bit better after having a salad. That I spoke too soon. Oh dear, she stepped on pet poop. I don't know where that would have happened, but that has happened apparently. I also wanted to mention, I actually moved the beehives to here, and it's just because every time I was standing there doing the chickens, they'd like get enraged and start stinging her. So I've moved them away, and hopefully they kind of calm down. The hives have been like really enraged, and I don't really know like how to sort it out, if that makes sense, because I've never really played with them before, and it's new, very new to me. Oh, my life. Her mother is really irritated. She keeps texting her. How many times has that been so far today? Like 4 or 5 times. Um, we've actually got some water with tears. That's so depressing. There's actually some flies circulating this plant. I need to spray those because they're gonna they're probably gonna kill the plant, and there's a lot of weeds on them. I need to do all the weeding as well. These are all like laid out because I actually had every intention of planting them and I haven't had chance, so I'm just gonna pick them back up and put them back in the inventory. I'm getting like quite a good stock of crops now, so like some of them I'm gonna sell on the market, some of them I'll just directly sell because it's not always worth it, in the sense that like sometimes it takes a really long time, you know, to get them sold, and like I can be open for hours and hours and like nobody buys anything. That's the problem with the get to work retail system. It's not very efficient, in the sense that I can be open for 6 hours and make 50 simoleons, but I could have just sold everything quickly to within the menu and it would have made me more money. So that's a bit depressing, but hopefully with all the talk that they have, there was a survey last year, I think, or like maybe the beginning of this year, that was asking people what they wanted to see in the game and like improvements like it was almost like suggesting that we're going to make improvements to the game, and I really hope that does actually happen and they decide to improve some of the older packs. I'd love to see how they would fare a bit better if you know, they kind of update them for like, I think it's been 5 years since Get to Work came out, so if they updated it and saw how it was doing, I mean, I would really enjoy that. She just kind of, I just watched her weed through the window. That was a bit weird, but okay. So hopefully we've got loads of weeds. We've got weeds on the plantain trees as well. We can actually evolve these. I don't really know what that actually means, so I'm going to press it and see what happens. Oh, we can increase it to nice quality. Is that what it means? They can all be increased to nice quality. I don't know. We've got an apple tree as well, but it's out of season, so I don't think it produces when it's out of season, if I'm right. Oh. Okay, so we've evolved. Oh, that's actually working for our homesteader aspiration as well. We have to evolve 10 plants, so we're evolving all of our trees, and that's kind of, oh yeah, the quality's increased of them, and they're in season, so that's really good. And I've actually got quite a lot of plantain. I think now, yeah, I had quite a few. I'm gonna sell the mushrooms directly because you always get so many of them. Let's see, 200 for those, 30 for the potatoes. I'm gonna make some nectar with the apples in a bit, but I'm probably gonna send it to sleep first and then like come back on the next day because I like to keep things running. I don't know, like I wanted to go to sleep normal time because otherwise she'll sleep in the day tomorrow and that kind of like ruins that day, you know. Even though her energy is quite high still, I'm gonna send her to bed to get an early night, being as like she's feeling so down and stuff. I want her to, you know, sleep it off, and obviously I'll feel better by having a little bit of a rest. So if we send her to bed, and then I will come back once she's had her sleep. Okay, so she's actually up really early. She's up and it's 5 a.m. She's still feeling very down today, but I'm going to start straight away on the nectar thing, and that's just because I want to show you guys, if you haven't seen my my video, which was about the mods that I use in this Let's Play. This was one of my favourite ones, and I just really like how well done it is. I'm kind of sure that it's a conversion from somebody else, but like from a TS3, but I'm not too sure because I never used like the store items. I know that the canning station was by the same person, icemunmun, and they actually converted this from TS3, but I don't know whether this one is. The animation's very good. I really like how it's been done, and I'm hoping to get, like I said, some good like wines and stuff, like some good blends. You can do different blends once you've got like better nectar making skills, I suppose you could say. So I think we've actually done one. I think she's done her first bottle of nectar. Yeah, she has. She's got her first bottle of nectar, so she can do. I'm gonna cancel that off. I don't want to do the talk like a pirate day. I'm so miserable, but yeah, we can actually do many things with it. So we can sell it, or we can drink it ourselves, basically. But I'm hoping to get, like, if I can get the skill up in it, I'm gonna hopefully like make this one of the main things that she's doing to get some money. She's actually getting really good amounts of money at the moment. I'm just gonna buy the nectar book because there is books for them, like to improve the nectar skill a bit quicker. So I want to try and do some like different blends, you know. I don't want it to be just doing the apple wine all the time. So I'm gonna just see if it's in here. It should be. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to read that for a bit. And is that it? Yeah, I was hoping to get she's getting some really good amounts of money. Like, we've got 11,000 simoleons, and we've managed to renovate both of these rooms, and we've also managed to buy, like, this nectar maker's like 1,000 simoleons. We've managed to like buy the plants and stuff that we want. We've also managed to do like the what is this all over the floor? Mysterious box. Okay, the mysterious box is all over the floor over here. We're gonna have to check that out in a minute when she's read her book. But yeah, we managed to buy quite a lot of things for the farm, and I'm really, really pleased with how it's going. I have really struggled with rags to riches kind of challenges before, but the main thing that I used to use to make money was actually painting, and I don't think that painting is as efficient as gardening, because you have to pay for like the canvas, and that kind of takes up 100 simoleons to start with, and you might not make that money back. You might be rubbish, and you might just not make a very good piece. So I think that that's a really efficient way to do the rags to riches challenge. I was also going to mention to you guys, if you guys wanted to try this sort of challenge, I could write down on my Tumblr page what sort of goals I'm working to, I suppose, or if any of you want to refer to that while you're watching this for what I'm actually doing. I'm going to probably try and write it down, but let me know if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, because I really, really like seeing other people do farming stuff too, and I wondered whether anybody would want to try this challenge, which is like a rags to riches kind of challenge, but like with a little bit of a difference to it. Obviously you have to have the mods to do it, but I just thought that would be interesting if anybody wanted to do that themselves. So yeah, just let me know. Okay, so she's found a fossilized sim hand in the mystery box. That's a bit weird. And then clam it up. And then there's another one. So I think there was just 3, but that is really odd. She's gone into her greenhouse and found a fossilized sim hand. Like, what on earth? If that's mother again, if that's her mother, that's ridiculous. Oh man, her grandmother's died as well. Oh, that's so sad. Both of her grandparents have just died in like the same 2 days. Oh, they've both just died, and like, I've just said I hope her grandma doesn't die, and now she's died, and I feel really bad. Oh, I don't even know what to say. That's so sad. I feel really bad for her. She's, like I said, she's now basically just inherited this farm off them, because she was just, they'd said to her, you know, you can run it, and get it back up to speed, because she was quite, I think I mentioned in the first episode, the idea behind her was that she was quite spoiled. Her parents are really rich, and it was just to give her a bit of a chance to get back to like being a bit more down to earth, I suppose, by running her own thing and like making her own way in the world. So that's really, really sad. I'm really sad that's happened. I just didn't expect that to happen. But now she's back to mourning for 2 days. And obviously I don't know where their tombstone or urn is, because I have no idea what lot they're in, so she can't even go and visit. Like, she can go and visit her parents, but like, have no idea what to do. I don't know whether to do them a funeral. I have no idea. I'm just gonna quickly feed these chickens as well, because I've been kind of, like I said, I've been holding it off, but I don't want to be too cautious with it. I want to use the coop. Obviously it gives you some good money if you can get the golden eggs out of it. And now we're nearly level 2 of the nectar making skill, so I want to see if that, like, oh, we can craft berry, pear and cherry nectars now, so that's really good. We can do those different ones. So they cost 20 to do, but they actually sell for like 75, so they're really worth doing. We might try a blueberry one now. That's a little bit interesting. I mean, we've got the apple one, and we're gonna do the blueberry one. Maybe we'll do another one, and then I can go and try and sell them on my market. I might do like a separate stand for them, because where's she going? Oh, she's putting her book back. That's so good. She's putting her book back. But yeah, so I might go and sell them on my market, and I might make a separate stand for the nectars, because otherwise things are going to get too confusing. So I'm going to I'll do that in a minute once I've made a few different ones. It's obviously just the same animation over and over again. Okay, so I have actually made a few bottles of wine now. So I've made 4 bottles, and it turns out like the more skill you have to make the bottle, the more it's worth. So the apple nectar is worth 75 simoleons, but the other ones I've made, so I've made blueberry, pear and cherry, they are actually 120 to directly sell in there. So I'm going to open the shop, and everything has got a little bit of a markup. I think we just might keep it at that at the moment. I don't want people to get like put off, you know. So I'm just going to remove these signs as well. I don't like to restock directly. I've already got stuff in my inventory that I can sell. So I think I have some bananas I wanted to put out. We've got a lot of honey still to sell. Oops, I've dropped the banana on the floor. So I'm just going to put some bananas out, and I think everything else is fine. So let me just make sure I've set these for sale, because I don't think I have at the moment. So and then there was that apple too. Oh no, yeah. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we get actually like a bit of business with regards to these as well, because that would be interesting to see if people would actually buy them. They don't cost very much to make at all. They cost 20 simoleons if you don't have the ingredients, but if you do have the ingredients, they only cost 5. So they sell for a lot more than than they're worth, if that makes sense. Like that the ingredients cover, so we actually make a lot of money off doing that. So I'm just going to greet all the customers, hopefully get some people buying some stuff, because everyone seems to just stand about for absolutely ages, and it's actually no one makes a decision for hours and hours. So a lot of them loiterer customer. I don't know what loiterer even means. Does that mean she has no intention of buying anything? That's actually the sim from my university Let's Play, if any of you guys have ever watched that. It's actually not on my channel anymore, I actually took it down, but she's actually from my university Let's Play. It's Lila. So that's interesting that she's here. She's actually a teen as well in this world, in this save that I'm using, because she's a teen in the original save. So yeah. I think we're just discussing with some of the customers their shopping preference, but I'm going to speed it up, because obviously it does take a very long time to actually get anything going, basically. I might actually eventually hire an employee to help with this, because I'm trying to like help the customers out and stuff, and like the bar is like how much they want to, I think that's how much they want to buy something. So I might need somebody else to help me with that, because she can't talk to everyone, you see. But yeah, I don't know whether this was the case last episode, that I actually put a couple of trees down. I've got this new display for the wines to go on, and I'm trying to make it look a bit more interesting. I'm thinking of kind of having an outdoor eating area on this as well, because it just seems like that's like in a coffee bar and outside. I think that'd be the kind of thing that you might have, you know, that. So I don't know yet, but we'll see. Hopefully I'm worried about the weather. I think we're in the last day of summer, maybe. Yeah, it's the last day of summer today, so it's gonna just drop cold basically in the game, and people might not be so like inclined to come outside. So we'll have to see how that all goes and whether or not I do decide to go through that. But it would be quite cool. I think it'd be quite a cool idea. Can I entice people to these? I'm gonna like recommend the wine. Where's the other one that I need to bring up? Okay, Travis Scott is there. He needs to be able to buy his item that he wants. And then there's another guy as well. Actually, we're doing quite good this time around. Sometimes most of them will be here for like literally a day and nobody will buy anything. So we've got we sold some spinach. I want them to buy the wine. I want them to buy some more expensive items than $6. Otherwise, it's not even worth opening. I don't really know whether you can just like sort of recommend things to people. I don't really know how it works. Uh-oh. I thought I'd done that guy. Look, she's just standing here. Oh, there we go. They seem to be queuing like the opposite side of the fence, which is a bit weird. I wanted them to queue like here. They seem to be going over there to queue. Not by the register itself, so I don't know whether that's because I put the fence in and it's like confused him or what's happened, but purchase a grape for 51 simoleons. What on earth? That is ridiculous. She's actually gonna pee herself. Oh, look at that. Look at these cats. I love how in the world of like cats and dogs there's loads of stray animals just walking around enjoying themselves, you know, free. So yeah, I can't they're all just buying mushrooms. This is why I tried to sell the stack of mushrooms, because it sells for 6 times the amount, but it's like not worth being open. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna close it now because she needs a pee and like I feel bad. So we made 75 simoleons. We didn't actually manage to sell any of the wine, but that's fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys liked seeing a bit more of the nectar making station. Yeah, if you want to do this challenge yourself, I may be making a like a list of the goals that I'm working towards, so that you guys can kind of see it too, because I haven't really like talked about what the goals are. Most of it's to do with renovating the house though, and like a lot of it is I'm gonna have a family eventually and like get married and things, but I don't want to do that until a house is renovated. So there's like specific goals that are in mind first. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, then remember to subscribe to my channel. I post every single weekday, and if you guys want to check out some of the mods, I have also made a mod video for the farming life series that I do, just explaining what mods I use in my series. And if this is the first time you're watching one of these, then you can also check out the playlist. They will be in the info, like in the info cards like on the screen as well, so that you can check them out too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.